Hi guys, Battle Group Gamer here, coming at you with another broadside of naval action, and today we're playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Still continuing the Naval Academy, and still trying to design our own H-Class. I've been getting, some ideas with each episode, and I think this will end up being the winning the winning one. So we've got this guy here. Let's just start from scratch. Go ahead and get that displacement all the way up. Get that range all the way down. And of course, we will be building for maximum survivability since we have so many targets. I think maybe I can drop the anti-torpedo protection a little bit. And yeah. And we'll be going with all or nothing armor scheme again, definitely. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put my speed up to 30 knots. Because, last time we could not catch up to the fleeing fleet. And that made me sad. That was so sad. And this time we're going to go with a much thicker deck. 10 inches. I think since we're going to be playing at range, I can go down with the turret traverse. But I still want to get the reload as fast as possible. Also, definitely super heavy shells. So without even putting anything on the hull, we are more than halfway towards maximum weight and cost. That seems like a good spot. That seems to be nice and centered. Look at that. So once again, we're going to go with the 18-inch triples. Well, that's as close to balanced as we can get that. So we're already at 90% of our weight. But it should be fine. All we have left are the secondaries. Probably going to go with a few less secondaries. Come on, put me on the edge. That way, we get just a little bit more traverse out of these things. And this broadside secondary weight is already heavier than most heavy cruisers. Well, oh, right. Explosives. I still want to do tube powder versus TNT because, I mean, we're going to be playing at max range, and I kind of need as much penetration as I can get. Because tube powder versus TNT has more than twice the penetration increase, and even more for high TNT, but the damage is substantially better. Also, a much better ammo detonation chance with tube powder. I'm going to go with that. And we still have a lot of weight to play with. And definitely cost. Jeez. Should I put that into more armor? Or should I increase the speed? Or should I go with Electrohydro? Well, that only increased the cost a little bit. Well then. We can increase the belt a lot more. And a 16-inch deck? Well, holy shit. Alright, 14-inch turret top. This thing is a tank. Also probably helps that we don't have a fifth 8-inch turret. Oh, right, secondaries. Probably put the rest of the weight into secondary armor. Okay, that's way too thick. Probably okay with 10-inch secondary armor. That's going to be a lot of armor, especially for the 5-inch triples. Jeez. I don't think we can get another half knot of speed. Well, I stand corrected. What about... Okay. 31 and a half? No. But we're only 85 tons overweight. 9.5. Okay. This thing is very heavily protected. I feel like I'm forgetting something because it was not this easy last time. Was it the anti-flood? It was probably the anti-flood. Did I choose 1, 2, or 3? Or did I choose... I didn't choose any at all. Welp. Alright. Ah, 2 tons, come on. Alright. Alright, let's go with this and see what happens. And once again, we've got pretty decent weight distribution on a 130,000 ton ship. So let's see what we can do here. That took a while to load. And if I recall correctly, we only need to sink the 2 battleships. Alright, where... Smoke spotted to the southeast, which is over this way? Behind us. Can't see anything just yet. So we'll continue at 30 knots for the time being. But when we start firing... okay. Well, they've started firing on us. So... Alright, times 3. Let's go down to 24 knots. Because that's going to give us pretty good accuracy. Oof. And this appears to be our maximum gun range. That is a gigantic barbette right there. And they've... That's a weird spot to put a funnel. Let's start turning away slightly. Armor seems to be doing okay. We're only getting like 9 and 10 damage for... Oh, for a 14-inch hit? Well, one of their battleships only has 14-inch guns. Probably times 5 for the time being. Well, a fire was started, so that's not cool. Let's turn away a little bit more. Because they are approaching, I would think. So this is the warship that we're actually aiming at. Those appear to be much larger rifles. Similar design to the first one, but instead of a funnel here, there is a secondary turret on a barbette. And wow. We've already done some pretty decent damage to this guy. Let me turn away a little bit more. I want to keep the range as long as possible. So I'm guessing we're slowing down in this turn, and let's try going 22 knots. And that accuracy increase for our own speed seems to be doing some decent things. Battleship New Hampshire, so let's go ahead and target that guy. Turn away a bit more. Oh, yeah, we're almost within secondary range. And there's another ship trailing just behind the battleship. Let's see. Secondaries is Alt right-click. Alright, let's target this guy. Maybe increase our speed a little bit more, 25 knots. Oh, this is the battle cruiser. Let's take a look at this guy. Deciding to get within secondary range. Armor is actually pretty thick. 23 and a half, or almost 24 inches of belt armor, I'm guessing. And he does have torpedoes, so I need to be wary of those. Oh, okay. Only 3 triples with 13-inch guns. I don't think he'll be able to do very much. And thank you very, very much for suggesting the even thicker deck armor. RPF is pointing that way, but most of the shots are coming in from that way. Well, the New Hampshire is bugging out. That's the one with the 14-inch guns. And Tennessee... Ooh. Tennessee has 18-inch guns. So this is a pretty... Yeah, okay. Main guns, Shift-Alt. Let's go ahead and get this guy taken out. Of course, now that we've switched targets, we will have to rearrange everything. Okay. Let's slow down a little bit. Back down to 22 knots. Get our accuracy due to our speed a little bit better. Of course, if they're going to run away... Fine. Fine. I'm not letting them get away. Not this time. Hopefully we're faster than them this time. Nose on. Closing the gap as rapidly as we physically can. Well, I think maybe this is working. We slowed down to ×10 speed. Shots are coming in on us. Maybe. I'm starting to think maybe I should have chosen more shells. A 6% hit chance at 29 kilometers. And we're catching up to the Tennessee because he has a damaged engine. Top speed, though, was only 27 knots, so that is a 3-knot difference. Hopefully plunging fire from super heavy 18-inch shells will do good things. I guess maybe we can slow down to 27 knots. Hmm. Well, we're definitely doing some damage to the Tennessee, which is a good thing. And yeah, everybody's running the hell away. Not happy about that. What is the speed of the Delaware? 48 knots? Holy shit. I'm glad I don't have to destroy that guy. And with the damaged engine, we are definitely closing the gap on the Tennessee. 40% structural, 2 floods going on, and some fires. I think we've destroyed a turret? Makes sense because it's not pointing in the direction that this rear turret is. Maybe I should have gone with 31.5 knots. Nobody's even firing on me, so that's good. Well, I just had to say something, didn't I? Where are my shots? I'm wondering why it took so long for me to see some shells coming in. Well, it looks like some fires are slowly... Or is that just, Yeah, okay. I think it was just some sort of graphical glitch? Question mark? We have 37% structural integrity left on the Tennessee. And we just keep putting shots into it. Her. Not even firing the rear turrets. I guess we are just outside of the Tennessee's range. Nope. We are inside the range. Hell, we're inside torpedo range. Yeah. Well, we can actually visually spot the Tennessee. We keep landing shells, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. We're already down to 3.5 hours of scenario time. Starting fires. It looks like the flooding that she has taken is under control. But at least we keep setting fires. We're just not doing enough. Wait a second. Maximum of 10.4-inch armor? Huh. Well, that explains why the Tennessee has taken so much damage. And now in secondary range. Well, okay. Is the rear turret out of ammo? Well, the funnel is damaged, so that's going to bring her speed down a lot more. Alright. Fine. Right-click all the guns. Oh, right. Need to click back on my Alsace. So we are turning ever so slightly. Let's get a little bit more turn. Maybe we can get our rearmost turret firing. And a few more secondaries. So I'm not seeing any hit percentage increase or decrease based on my speed. Hello, torpedo. And I think I'm going to have to increase all the way up to maximum speed in order to catch up to the other battleship. Almost within 5-inch secondary range. Should be starting a lot of fires here in a second. And we've destroyed another main gun. Or, okay, that's one of the... Is she turning? Okay. Well, we've started to catch sight of other ships. Only 3 hours left to go, though. And so far, Tennessee has not taken enough damage to go down. I guess what I really need is an ammo detonation. Oh, there goes some shots. Took you long enough. We have some flooding. And some engine damage? But it's only one. So I think we're able to keep up. Yeah, let's get a little bit better angling here. I think we can afford to not use the number 3 turret. Just not taking enough damage. Even though 10.4 inches of armor is the maximum they have, I don't understand. %. We're being fired on. Delaware is coming back. Still at 18% hull structural integrity. I don't understand. All of these hits with such pitiful armor and still hasn't gone down. All of the turrets have been destroyed? We are getting very low on ammunition. Double engine, flooding, yeah. Go down, damn it. Finally, Jesus. Oh, that was that one. $11.5-inch armor on the Delaware, maximum. But that speed. Gonna be hard to do anything worthwhile. I wonder why the American 18-inch guns have a slightly longer range. $23.5 knots, is that right? Can we get that engine repaired soon? So our guns have 360-degree capability? Or at least the rear two do? That's useful knowledge. I mean, I knew this one would, the fourth turret, because there's nothing around it. But knowing that the number 3 turret is also 360, that's useful. But it does look like we're not going to be able to catch the other battleship. $52 salvos or shells? I'm gonna say that's shells. Is the Delaware's rudder? Nope, it is not. Well, okay. I mean, we did better in this attempt, but I definitely need to have increased shell storage. And apparently I also need to... Well, I already had maximum engine protection, so not sure what to do about that. But apparently a higher speed, so that even with damaged engine I can go faster than 23.4 knots. No ammo in my 18-inch guns. Okay, we're not sinking a battleship with secondaries only. Okay. We were close. We managed to sink one of their battleships, and we ended up damaging the other, but it just wasn't enough, especially for the ammunition that we had. So, next time, slightly faster, much more ammunition, and maybe we will be able to complete the design your own H-class battleship. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, by the way. Feel free to leave a comment. Feedback is always appreciated. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw, and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.